Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC25 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to wish you all a very good week. I hope you have a nice, fun, successful week starting from right this second. So, if you enjoyed the episode today, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. You know the drill by now. If you're somehow new to the channel, subscribe. And don't forget, you can follow me on all my socials down below in the description. So today, this squad is going to instantly be somewhat changed up. Now, I mentioned it in yesterday's episode. Patry feels a little bit sluggish, and I don't love Alexia Putellas as a wide cam, and I'm playing a 4-2-2 at the moment, so that's not quite going to work. Now, we're going to lose a little bit of money on her. She's dropped about 20k, but that's okay. I don't ever expect to make money on players, and that is why we're about to do what we're about to do as well. So back into a sort of a first owner squad. I've got Jack Taylor back in there. We could put Jorginho Rutter in there. I've also got a Phil Foden that I thought about maybe placing into the squad. So got a couple of options there that I think will do just as good of a job, if not better. They might be better suited for that wide cam role than Putellas. So she sells relatively fast. It took a few minutes, I guess, and we're up to 273,000 coins. Now, that was just enough for me to head on into the store to go and waste it all on a store pack. Now, I think this is going to be the play more often than not, because I mentioned in yesterday's episode, it seems like almost impossible to get like decent promo players unless you're opening packs in the store. Now, if you do consistently play Weekend League and Division Rivals and Squad Battles and whatnot, then you can quite easily get 250,000 coins. It's not that difficult. Some weeks you'll make loads more than that. Some weeks you'll make a little bit less. But I'm going to open this 250k store pack, and I'm going to go ahead and get myself a Trackstars hero. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, it's Donovan. That's not great. But then I saw double walkout. We got ter Stegen alongside Donovan. And then I saw those stats and I was like, ooh, you know what? I didn't realise he was going to be quite so quick with such good shooting, passing and dribbling, and also have quick step plus, which is one of the better playstyle pluses on this game if you're going to do that sprint boost thingy. Now, getting on into the pack then, we get an inform. We get 3 89s in ter Stegen, Odegaard, Hagerberg. We also get 87 Swanson. We get 88 Beth Mead in the duplicates, as well as a bunch of 84s and 85s. Now, I popped all of these players. Well, I popped all of the 85 and aboves into a squad, so there's a bunch of 84s left, and it equaled 248,000 coins, and that was with Donovan's price being down at 135. When I packed him, it was like 170. So it was worth it in terms of the same amount of value we got from the pack as what it cost in terms of coins. But of course, all this stuff is untradeable. But what it does give me is a bunch of fodder, a new player for my starting 11. We're going to actually try Landon Donovan. And I've decided to go out and do the Harry Kane Player of the Month SBC. Now, I sort of hinted at this yesterday. Don't worry, I'm not putting my own one and only Abedi Pele into this squad. He is a duplicate untradeable, as a lot of you will know. He was in one of my hero SBC packs, as well as my 10-win Weekend League rewards hero pack a few weeks ago. So yeah, I'm going to do Harry Kane. Now, I have a bit of a past of getting along with Harry Kane cards on FIFAs. Every year, I think there's a usable version of Kane that I end up using. So this one is going to test me a little bit because, of course, he doesn't have his 5-star weak foot anymore. He's got 3-star skill, 4-star weak foot, and he doesn't have very much pace. Now, I'm talking 72 pace is the stat that is probably going to stand out glaringly when you look at his card. Now, you might say, well, that's not usable. You struggle on this game anyway. True. Correct. I may be making a mistake here, but I'm also thinking having somewhat of a target man up top who has 95 shooting, I think it is, or 94 shooting, and finesse shot plus, surely that's got to be quite good, right? Surely one-on-one in front of goal I just need to hit the shot rather than thinking about running. So that's what we're planning on doing. And Harry Kane has also got some quite nice play styles in grey that are like incisive pass and things like that. Like he's got a few that I think are going to make him a great sort of like hold up striker that can maybe thread the ball through to my main targets, which are Abedi Pele, Landon Donovan, Marcus Rashford, of course, with Power Shot Plus. So yeah, we've gone ahead and completed Harry Kane. Maybe he is the perfect link up, almost like false 9 striker for me on FC25. So I've never seen this before because I didn't do the last Bundesliga Player of the Month. A nice red tunnel is all glowing and stuff. We welcome in England's finest, Harry Kane. 92 overall rated with, like I said, 72 pace, but 95 shooting, 86 passing and physical, and 85 dribbling as well. Finesse shot plus on 95 shooting should be broken. Am I aiming to score tons and tons of goals with this guy? Probably not as many as I'm going to score with Rashford, I think. But this might be just that perfect player. Look at that, right? He's got incisive pass and lofted through ball in grey, as well as first touch plus. Now, I find that to be quite useful. So, and he is lengthy as well. Maybe that makes him a little bit quicker. I don't know. It might be a bit of copium, but we have gone ahead and completed Harry Kane. And I've got actually quite a lot of fodder left. Like, I didn't even touch the 89 Virgil van Dijk that I've got spare, the 91 Haaland that I've got in my club. I didn't actually need any of those for the SBC. So this squad can line up as follows. You know, it's got 3 Ipswich players in, 4 Evos total in terms of Leaf, Harry Clark, Jack Taylor, and then obviously Marcus Rashford up top there. We've got enough English players in with an English manager from the Bundesliga to get Harry Kane up to full chemistry. And then the rest of the squad is either heroes or icons. We've got Abedi Pele, we've got Landon Donovan, we've got Tim Howard, we've got Yaya Toure and Frank Rijkaard. Oh, and of course, Virgil van Dijk is in there still. But yeah, that's I think quite a nice lineup. And do you know what was really great about when I went into the tactics here and noticed Donovan? He's got half winger plus plus. So what I was kind of looking for was one of my cams on one of the sides to push further out. When I was putting them on playmaker and stuff, they were coming in quite central, and I feel like I needed like someone out wide. Now Donovan with half winger plus plus means that he is going to play out there kind of like a right winger, and also have that quick step plus and 91 pace. So I'm hoping I can maybe speed boost past a couple of people. Not speed boost, I don't know what that is. Hopefully we can speed boost past a couple of people and then either whip it into the box for Harry Kane because he's a good target man, or just, you know, go for a shot, cut it back to Marcus Rashford for a power shot. We'll have multiple options there. And in the with the ball tactics you might have seen there, it brings Abedi Pele into the middle, so I will have like a front 3, a triangle, and then a winger out on the right. So that's kind of cool. Now I packed myself Eder Militao from my Gold 2 Squad Battles rewards. Do you want to know what is depressing? Is the first game back on FIFA that I played after taking a few days off, I realised I had 2 Squad Battles matches left and it was Saturday night. I could earn my way up to Gold 1. But I realised I needed to play those games on like a higher difficulty. And they were the 2 bronze squads left in the last batch of squads. So it was okay. But I decided to play the first game on I don't know what the most difficult level is. Normally you play either the 1 up from the most difficult or the 2 up from the most difficult. And I lost 1-0 to Squad Battles in my very first game back. And that only got me like 250 points. Whereas if I'd have just gone the level up, like I did for the final game that I had and won it 5-0, then yeah, I would have got way more points than I got myself into Gold 1, and it would have got me better rewards. Oh well. But we got Eder Militao, so it made us 10,000 coins, so that's no big deal, right? That's kind of nice, in fact. So after going 5-0 after getting 5 wins in Rivals at the end of yesterday's episode, Sunday came around and, you know, I was quite happy to play the game again. I think a couple of days off really does help you. And certainly having the weekend league off has helped me big time, I think, just for motivation levels and stuff. I haven't been like super stressed with it all. So heading back into a little bit more of my division rivals, try and work towards my 12 wins to get me some nice rewards. I end up getting a nice 3-0 victory. Now, there are a few losses in here that I have just cut out because, you know, it works out perfectly timing-wise if I just show you the wins. So we will sort of, I think we end up staying in Division 4. I think we sort of work our way back a little bit and then push our way forward. I had another opportunity at a promotion game, and it didn't happen. So, and I'm all right with that. I think my place is Division 4 for a little while. I think maybe off the back of a little hot streak or two in the past season, pushed myself up into the wrong divisions, and that's where you start kind of hating it. Because then, you know, when it's more difficult and you're playing against people that are a little bit out of your league, despite being in your league, it makes your weekly wins a lot harder to get. And that's when you then burn yourself out playing way too many games of rivals and quitting and getting all ragey and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend promotion too high if you're enjoying where you're at and you're happy with the rewards that you're going to get, unless you really want to test yourself and progress at the game, of course. Now, my 1 of 3 83 plus rare goal player pick that I got for level 20 something in the season got me 3 83s. Oh dear. Oh well, no big deal. I then did a little bit more and unlocked myself this Emi Martinez. Now, it's not going to be a loan version. We've already had that. It is the full version. So I think, whilst we've got good Premier League chemistry, I was going to call it premistry there. That was a bit of a shortcut, actually. We'll call it premistry from now on. I can actually change out Tim Howard for Emi Martinez to see if I can get myself a better goalkeeper. Let's see how he works, shall we? Now, again, we probably lost a couple of matches here and there, and we're into the next game that I'm going to eventually win here. We go 1-0 up with Rashford, power shot OP, and then I hit the bar with Rijkaard's header from a corner, but he gets a second go at it. So the goalie and the defender couldn't quite defend it, so it falls into the back of the net. And then, as you can see there, Landon Donovan ends up getting himself a goal with a Trivela. Now, look at what's happening here. Harry Kane is getting himself a few assists, you know. He's not in the position to score the goals, but his link-up play and his first-time ability to pass and play balls through and stuff is actually very, very good for a striker. And I feel quite comfortable and confident on both of his feet. You know, his weak foot is 4-star. It feels a high level of 4-star. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I feel like it almost feels like a 5-star weak foot, in my opinion. So into the next game we go. I had a couple of games where it was really kind of low scoring, really difficult, and we were having like really good matches against each other and not like completely sweating it out every single goal. You'll notice that a lot of the goals that I score in rivals are sometimes like the corner headers or the power shots. I guess you could call that kind of sweating it out a little bit, but when nothing else works, I think that's kind of the route I end up going down. Some people go with finesses, some people go with the aerial plus meta, some people first time power shots are a very, very good indicator of how good someone is, because if you're able to hit them quite consistently, I think you're quite switched on with the game. Anyway, I unlocked myself Abili's timed loan. I shouldn't have collected this card. I should have waited a little bit, which I will do with Lilian Thuram coming up once we eventually unlock him. But I went back into a bit of career mode and just did the weekly objectives in there to get myself some XP. I also then went and played a few games of Rush to get these packs right here. So whereas I was falling behind in the season pass, I think I'm actually going to just about be able to do it. I think I'm over level... What level am I now? I'm level 28, 28,700 points out of 35,000. So we are close to, we're 6,300 points off of the season pass, and we've got a week and a couple of days to complete it. So we'll have another Thursday night where they'll give us another weekly batch of XP, and I just need to make sure I'm on that and earning XP wherever I can. So my friends, we've come towards the end of the episode. I think Harry Kane is goalless after all of those games, but has got like 4 or 5 assists for the club. So I'm not disappointed with his performance by far. I actually really like Donovan as well. So I think what we might have here is a fairly steady team for a little while, because let's face it, I've got no coins left. I've got like 50k coins. I need to start building them up again so I can do the odd Evo here and there whenever the next good paid ones come out. So yeah, that is going to be the end of the episode for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed, hit me with a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Cheers, and follow me on socials. All of the links are down below. I do hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.